Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are starting the final season of Teen Wolf. That is right, season 6. I cannot believe we are here already, mate. We are flew through this show. It's going to be hopefully an amazing final season. Let's hope they knock it out of the park. Last season was interesting with new characters introduced like Theo, and then obviously we had Tracer, we had Mason, we had a decent backstory of the Beast, and obviously we got Gerard coming back into it. We had a good little bit of flashback episode where Allison made a reappearance, you know, in the backstory, Sebastian's sister, and it was just really good to see. Now, obviously, we lost somebody, and that is Derek, a big, massive character that we do enjoy and love in this show. Maybe they return in the final season because, you know, it is the final season. Characters didn't get killed off, so that does make me think that people might come back, obviously, as some either reoccurring characters or just some guest appearances, just to get that nostalgia going, just to get us excited, obviously, for the final 20 episodes. So this is where we currently are. I have no idea what the story is going to be. Let's hope we get a bit of Jackson, a bit of Derek, you know, a couple of flashbacks of Allison. I don't know how they would do that, but last season was really well, and it's nice to see. Wonder what's happening with Kira. Is she going to be in this season or not? You know, she was left back in the desert with the Skinwalkers, you know. Maybe she's absent this season. Maybe we get some new characters introduced. Loads of possibilities. Really hope that Parrish and Lydia end up getting together. I liked his storyline last season. He was, you know, he was actually really good. What a good introduction to the show he has been. Perfect use of a recurring character. And obviously we've got Hayden now as a fully fledged wolf, being bit from Scott, and she's part of his pack now. She is obviously not a chimera, so really exciting stuff. Can't wait for this season. Hopefully guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump in to the final season of Teen Wolf.
What?
Nothing.
His hair's well longer now.
It's a new car.
It was new to someone about 20 years ago.
There you go.
Grab a spare.
There's no spare.
No spare?
No spare. This is our best date yet.
It must
Yo,
be
that
really
looks
nice.
good. Imagine that happening to you there. You'd be well scared, wouldn't you? Well, I would be anyway. I'd thinking, what the hell? Oh.
Hey! Oh. Don't let them take me too.
What? I didn't even see anything there.
Well, we were trying to gently persuade him to pull over.
He was getting away?
You want to guess what the stolen merchandise is?
Critical life-saving medical equipment. No. Poison gas? Nope.
Helium.
Filled with drugs? Helium. They need us. They just don't know it.
We're all going off to college soon, so Beacon Hills is gonna have to survive without us.
They need us!
You know, we're having trouble locating your parents. An unusual method that might help you
Oh.
remember.
Hey, it's been a pretty good introduction, actually. It's been interesting anyway. Oh. Did it hit any of them? No. Yo, was that the guy that was in the tank in the last season?
What about his parents? What happened to them? I don't know. That's all I remember.
They're coming back. They're coming for me.
Before we get into this, yeah, because it always shows us if somebody's been lifted to the main cast or somebody's new's been put into the show, which I'm not expecting because it's the final season. But that was interesting. Do you reckon that that guy that we just seen there was the guy that the Jed Doctors had in the tank, the one that went missing, the one that was walking at the end of the last season? Do you know what I mean? But he's just come, got off the horse, he shot the car, didn't hit anybody, and then the dad, right, couldn't put it into gear to reverse. It just got dragged out, and then the guy's strong enough to rip a whole door off a car and then pull the mum out. So, like, what has he done with them, and why does he actually want to go for Alex? It looks like that's his name there. It says there. why did he want to go after him? Do you know what I mean? What sort of supernatural abilities does he have? Because surely he must have some. Whoa, look at that, mate. All the parents have been lifted, elevated up into the credits. That's a big thing for all of them. Hey, here's Malia, mate. Full powers now.
I don't think they're dead. They're dead. Probably torn apart.
And he's a kid. Maybe he's too freaked out to remember.
Why does it matter they're dead? Dead is dead.
Nothing supernatural. My dad can't help them. It's been like 3 months since anything's happened.
Yeah, and once a week you drag me out of bed.
Way more often than that.
Staring at a broken windshield.
It's got green or something on it,
It's
it
a
looks
magic
like.
bullet. A regular bullet that blew out a regular windshield.
Yeah, but a regular bullet would just pierce it, a hole. It doesn't shatter the whole thing.
Magic bullet.
Magic bullet. How did they determine that to be a magic bullet? Just because all the other ones, like, usually it's just like a little pierced hole that goes right through it, and that one shattered the whole glass, isn't it? Now, again, it's interesting that he's like, Lydia was like, mate, you want this to be supernatural, don't you? He's like, mate, of course I do, mate. It's been like 3 months. She's like, seems like you're dragging me out of bed like every week. He's like, first of all, it's way more often than that. As if to say, like, do you know what I mean? He's doing it all the time.
That was a good one.
Why does he keep going in there?
Styles, you're still on the photo.
Why would I want to ruin your yearbook photo?
Maybe because you haven't signed up for your own photo yet?
Or maybe you're sublimating the stress of graduating by avoiding key milestones.
Come on, missing parents, suspicious guy on horseback, magic bullet, who's coming with?
I've got to retake my photos.
I cannot miss any more classes.
Scott.
I missed 38 last semester, and Lydia's mom is the only reason I'm still in school.
If you can explain to me why this is blue, I'll let it go.
I said that. Well, I said it was green, but
I can see I impressed you all with my artistic abilities. Schrodinger puts his cat in a box. Till he opens that box, the cat is in theory both alive and dead. What does it have to do with physics?
Light is both a particle and wave until it's observed.
Excellent answer. Very impressive. Break into groups of 4.
you know what? I say it all the time, I cannot stress how advanced the US education system is compared to the UK if you actually get taught stuff like this, because we don't, mate. We don't. We don't. Literally, you get like I say it all the time. If you're using like a science class, you'll get a Bunsen burner, yeah, and you just start burning things, just anything, matches, paper, nothing, like no scientific stuff like this.
Have any of you guys noticed that phones can't geolocate today?
It looks like it works.
Yep, but that's on north. Mr. Douglas has a compass.
Where do you think it goes?
I have no idea. We won't find out till we open the box.
I still don't get it.
I don't get it,
A
mate.
chemical
Don't worry.
interaction could cause a dent.
What about the muzzle flash of a gun?
You think a gun did this?
39?
39.
One of you are going anywhere. You're taking classes, Scott. I had to beg the superintendent.
Just clock watching takes even longer. Do you reckon our hearing's getting more advanced?
Where's the kid?
He was in there a second ago.
You don't lose a child in the sheriff's station.
Sir, we're required to call Child Protective Services.
Please let me stay.
We're leaving him here.
Interesting. The guy's well scared. You can hear different things. Is she hearing rain? Oh. Oh, she had a vision. I was intrigued about what's going on with Lydia. I never understand it until the very end of each season.
You want to split up?
Absolutely not.
It's crazy how there's abandoned houses knocking around, isn't there? In the UK, squatters would go and sit in this, mate. Absolutely do it up.
Maybe Alex got the address wrong.
Oh, one decent room out of one.
He didn't lie. They can't come in without a warrant, and there's no owner of record to serve a warrant, too. So, unless there was some kind of threat of imminent danger, they wouldn't come in.
I can't see any evidence of another person. Oh, did that just change? Oh, look at this, mate. Oh, look at this. Can they hear it downstairs?
What happened? He was here. He shot at me. They were made to disappear. That's why there's no furniture. That's why they weren't in any of the photos.
Now this room's changed. I knew it'd be. Oh, it's gonna mess with me this season, isn't it? Definitely. Oh, it's gonna. I'm totally gonna get lost, mate. You know, when I'm gonna sit here do like my conspiracy stuff, I'm gonna be way off all the time. So you have to like bear with me. Do you know what I mean? I'm in miles off shooting it in all different directions. First of all, right, a compass baffling. Yeah. How has that led them to that location? Did he just follow it until it started spinning crazily? I don't actually understand how they use that. Like, I understand that compass, how it works. Like, you point north and south and you follow it. But, like, you know, how did they follow that to that specific house? Do you know what I mean? That might be an absolutely stupid question, but it was interesting anyway. Obviously, he's gone in there. All the rooms in the house are pretty much empty. Cobwebs all over. It's like it's totally abandoned. Then they've opened the bedroom door. And boom, mate. Fully furnished bedroom. Kid's been staying there. Clearly. Pictures all over the place. Number one dad. It's just him. Alex on his own. No other parents there. So it's like, whoa, what's going on? Styles has seen like wind underneath the bed. He's looked underneath it. He's kind of seen 2 feet. He's looked up. Nothing there. Well, not like normal feet. Like animals. Now it's there. He's come out the room. Boom, mate. This guy got his cloak on, got his hat on, got his gun out, shot at Styles. Missed him, though. He actually missed him. Did do a few shots, and then he's disappeared. They've gone back into the room, and it's gone, vanished. Nothing's there. And like Styles said, mate, they're made to disappear. They're made to be forgotten. It's interesting anyway. Like, this is the start, so we have no reason to know why all of this is happening. But, like, it does bring the question, you know, when you actually are watching it, it's like, why? Why did he want people to go missing? You know, why are they going after this family? And why didn't he get Styles then? Do you know what I mean? Is it certain people being targeted?
Lingering thought you can't reach.
Okay, well, is there a French word for feeling an overwhelming sense of urgency and impending doom? What does your banshee intuition say this is?
That you don't have to figure it all out right this second.
Is she hearing lightning again?
Sweet family will die. Killer on the road.
The Ghost Riders, the Wild Hunt. They come by storm, riding horses, and they take people.
Kiss you right now?
Do not kiss me.
Not gonna try. Did it anyway.
He's going to notice.
Nah, he'll never notice. We'll just put the compass back and figure out a way to help Scott.
Or just put the compass back.
Leave it all to Scott.
He's the alpha.
Not for long. You don't think I can be the alpha?
No. No, I wasn't saying that. What's gonna happen when Scott graduates?
I can be the alpha. I can be the.
He can be the alpha. What is it?
It's blood. The guy on the horse. Yeah, they call them Ghost Riders. Hang on one second. Hey, that's my jersey. Where'd you get that?
Coach gave it to me at practice.
Hey, they run around collecting souls, and once they take you, you're gone.
You said you needed my help? Oh, God. That kind of help.
I can't find the source.
It's like it's coming from everywhere.
Could it be coming out of the vents?
Smart, mate. That's really smart. Oh, he's watching. Oh, who's that? Oh, proper bashed up though. Look at that. Mate, my question is, where's all those police officers literally? It's in the sheriff's station. They must feel that everything's cracking, you know, like loudness. And they must know that it's obviously happening in that location. Why is nobody standing guards coming in like, what the hell is happening? But again, it makes you wonder, like, is any of it real? Obviously, it's got to be real. But, like, why? Do you know what I mean? That is my thing again. Why? I'm hoping that, you know, this Alex and his mum and his dad actually play a little bit of factor into the story. Not just like they're people used in this episode and they disappear, and then next episode they take somebody else, and then they take somebody else. More like these have got an interesting story, a backstory, and we try to figure out who it is and why, and what powers have they got, and why they being targeted. That would be really interesting. But again, it's interesting that somebody's been attacked at the school. Obviously, they smelt it coming through the vents. It was smart from Mason to obviously assume that it was coming from the vents because it felt like it was all around him. And somebody was watching them. Somebody actually was. So again, really interesting.
Where's the kid? What happened to him?
What kid?
Listen to me. He was here. Okay, you met him. Where's the sheriff?
He got called out to the high school. They found a body.
Surely they must have signed him. Oh yeah, but it would have disappeared because he's taken.
He's not on here. What if they're coming back for everyone else who was on that road?
Liam and Hayden then.
Who's next? Liam and Hayden. Let me know if you find them and see if your dad knows anything. Yeah, okay. Hey, Scott. I want to see, tell me later.
What did he want to say? Yeah. It's like, you know, when someone runs off into battle and he might die.
Dad is here because of the body?
How do you know about the body?
Because my dad's the sheriff. Martin, are you okay?
Oh shit, that's been talk.
Wait here. I was with Styles. We realized it was the wild hunt. The riders, the horses.
Those who see the wild hunt, beware, for you are already lost.
Liam? Okay, there you go. Liam and Hayden, perfect. You two have to listen to me right now. Why the hell are you looking at me like that?
We even know him.
I knew that was happening.
Do you go to this school?
He's been taken.
That's my jersey. Where'd you get that?
Coach gave it to me at practice.
Oh, mate. See what I mean? Head scramble already. Episode 1.
Son, you okay?
Oh, he remembers who he is. Like that.
Everyone's forgetting.
Why don't you tell me your name?
Oh, shit. He just used son as a general thing. Do you reckon Scott knows who he is?
Where are you? Where are you right now?
Yo, my head took his scrambled, mate. Those who see the ones have already lost.
The wild hunt. Where's Styles?
Lydia knows who he is, so... Okay, Lydia knows. Oh, she still remember. That's because he got shot at, innit, mate, when he was in the corridor.
You know me. Oh, thank God you know me.
I know you.
Do you see him?
See what?
The dinosaurs.
If you can see them, they're gonna...
No, I know. Okay, look, they're coming for me.
Why can't he see them? You seen them straight away, didn't you, when he went into the house?
Just do not look at them.
She don't even know where to look. I put a blindfold on me. No, he knows he's lost this part of it, innit, mate? You're taken right now, anyway.
Maybe erased, okay? Let's try to find some way to remember me.
I hope she remembers, because why can she remember him right now and no one else can? Oh, decent. Mate, she's got me thinking, who's Karma sat in here? She's got the keys, oh no. Might have his name on it, you know what I mean? And the keyring.
You okay?
I have this feeling that I was supposed to do something.
Do what?
Yeah, you don't know yet. He's going to come back to it, though, isn't it? Mate, I've seen this before, man. Like, literally. I feel like it's in Legacies as of current. Do you know what I mean? With the Malifaux story. Now, obviously, this is like way before then, so I'm not saying it's copying it, but what I'm saying is Legacies has got a pretty similar story that was rocking for like 3 seasons. Not the Wild Hunt, but it was Malifaux. And what it done is consume people, and then from consuming them, the rest of the world forgot who they was. And I always said, mate, you know, surely they've got records, pictures, you know what I mean? Like, you're best friends with somebody, you're going to have pictures on the phone, you're going to have school books, you know, your locker, you're part of a club. People are going to be like, what's going on here? Do you know what I mean? We had a player on the lacrosse team, and now, like, apparently we don't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we had 25-member squad, now it's 24, who was the 20. All these little things that, like, just happen, and it makes you question. And it is similar, really similar, but obviously the Wild Hunt. Now, my question is, obviously, why do these people that have been taken, so obviously Alex, his dad, his mum, and now Styles, why can they see them? Do you know what I mean? I understand why they've kind of been chosen. They were shot at. So they shot them, then they've gone after them. That bit there, I'm currently following. It's all sound, all good. But, like, why them? Do you know what I mean? Like, it'd be interesting to figure out why they're the ones that was picked to do that. And why is it that when he was in that house, that Styles was able to see the Wild Hunt. Do you know what I mean? Like, why could they see the Ghost Riders? Why could he see the horse's legs? And why could he see the person in the corridor? Why have they chose him specifically? So it's interesting that obviously he's been forgotten right now. And I wonder what triggers it to make them remember. But like, when Lydia, for example, just go back for a second ago, she was in the car park in the car. Surely she sat there and thinking, whose car is this? Do you know what I mean? Like, how have I got into this vehicle and how have I got the keys? But it's interesting that he said, mate, you know, I had a crush on you in junior year, sophomore year. Don't even know all the other years that they have in the US schools, but every year. And you know what? I love you. You know what I mean? Interesting. And then he was taken. So this is exciting. Liam's hair's longer. Him and Hayden are like, well, PDA, mate. Literally kissing all over the place. It's interesting that Corey's still in it. Obviously, he's with Mason. The intro to the season was really new as well. Like, we had, up until the first, 5 seasons, we kept with a similar vibe. And so, like, obviously the characters may have changed and rotated, but you kind of had, like, Scott, like, float up at the start, and then, but it's totally changed, mate. The way all the characters popped up and the way, obviously, everybody's names. I think Mason's name was on there. We had Melissa's, Scott's dad. We had, you know, Chris. He was on there. You had Hayden, Scott, Styles, Lydia, and Malia as well. That's, like, the biggest we've had, and Liam's. So it's interesting if all of them have been elevated, or they said, you know what, sack this, you know, it's final season, everybody can be welcome into the show. So it's exciting. This was interesting. Hopefully I follow along all season. My head don't get scrambled. I feel like it's going to. It always does when it gets me trying to use it. Memory lost. Exactly. My memory will be lost going further into this show. So it's going to wrap up episode 1 of the final season of Teen Wolf. Hopefully guys are excited for what is to come. Like we said, mate, you know, memory lost, that is the name of the episode. People obviously have been taken and they're disappearing as well. So we've seen that obviously at the start, Alex's mum and dad was taken by obviously the Wild Hunt, and then everyone forgot who they was. Now he was in the cell in the police station. He was trying to obviously protect himself. He knew that they was coming back. They was after him. How he knew that and why, that's going to be something that we're going to have to find out. Obviously, Styles, towards the end of the episode, realised it was him that was next, only because, well, maybe he knows, actually, from the similar vibes, because he knew that they went after him when he was in the house. He shot at him, but he missed, but he kind of knew that he was a target. And then later on in the episode, when he started speaking to people, they started progressively forgetting. It was interesting that he ran over to his dad, and he's like, son, are you okay? And he's like, thank God, thank God. And he's like, well, tell me your name. It's like, mate, you caught us out there, because people do call each other sons and that. So that was interesting. Obviously, he's rang Scott. He's forgot. But again, it should be, how's this guy got my number? But technically, yeah, they tied it in kind of well when he went into Alex's house and we looked at the pictures. Like, his mum and dad was all gone and they'd been erased. Everybody's memory had gone. So, like, I assume that when Styles rang Scott, it doesn't pop up Styles on his phone. It'll just pop up the number, and it's like, who's this? And obviously we found out when he went to obviously Mason and Mason Hayden and Liam, when he was speaking to him, he was like, mate, do we even know this guy? Same with Mrs. Martin as well. He went over. She didn't really know who he was. Lydia remembered him, which is interesting because when she was having a conversation with obviously Malia was like, who's Styles? And like, he's like, oh my God, like, you're forgetting. And then she's forgot now, but like, why for that brief little period did Lydia remember? Do you know what I mean? That is a question that I would like to know. Like, how could everybody forget and she remember and then she forgets? Is it because obviously she was outside with Styles close to them and has that had some sort of impact on her? Who knows? But again, it's really interesting, and there's loads of them as well. It's not just one of them. There was a bunch, mate. How many was there? Like 4 or 5 then on horses, and Styles been taken. But the question is, where? What realm has he gone into? And like, when he is in there, how many people are going to be there? Do you know what I mean? Like, is he going to be wherever he's gone? Can he see Alex, and can he see his mum, and can he see his dad? And like, I wonder what triggers Lydia, because I feel like she'll be the one that remembers who Styles is and then tries to relay it to everybody else. I wonder what triggers that in her mind. Do you know what I mean? What scenario is she going to be put in where she's like, oh, Styles, do you remember him? And everyone's like, what? What do you mean Styles? And then we just rock and roll from there. But Jordan, we didn't see any of him in this season, and obviously his name wasn't kind of in the credits, and I actually really liked his story as, you know, the Hellhound last season, and he had obviously a big part to play when he was defeating the Beast. Like I said, Mason's in it, but obviously Sebastian's not. I wonder if he can transition to the Beast himself. Probably can't, can he? But like, he was a good asset to the squad anyway, wasn't he? Before obviously he turned into the Beast, and obviously he helped today try and find that dead body. But then that does obviously raise the question: is who has killed that guy and threw him into the boiler room? You know, inside of the school. That surely isn't these Ghost Riders, because they seem to have like magic bullets and people can't really see them. So the fact that somebody's actually been murdered, head bashed in, and then left inside the school makes you think that it's somebody else, not them. So again, really interesting. Can't wait to watch the next episode. Hopefully you guys are excited for that too. If you are, please smash the like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.